Hello. Hello. I'm here. Well, it's Freedom Planet 2 today. I should be able to finish it today. I'm pretty sure. If I have extra time, I might jump to another game, like something to play that's short. But we'll see. I might do an actual, like, Halloween stream tomorrow, playing Darkstalkers, because I couldn't really think of anything that I wanted to play that was, like, Spookum related, but this is a May. I may or may not, depending on how I'm feeling tomorrow. Since I'm also going to be keeping an eye out for trick-or-treaters, though we usually don't get many where I live. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what I'm going to do after Freedom Planet's done. I'll have to think of some game or games. But yeah, we'll go from there after we're done with this. So I don't want to do anything long yet, because I also want to save December to do a really silly game for the Christmas season. It'll only be for that season, even if I don't finish it. And that's even if I fully beat it. I might not even beat it, or I might tap out, because it might not be good. We'll see. But yeah. Let's take this image down. And I'm gonna call up the boy, singular, because Sabo isn't with us. He's gone again. Hello.
Discord really gets jaunty with its seasonal tunes, hey?
Yeah. It's very strange.
I was gonna say, that fucking reminded me of the music from Stranger Things evolved. So,
I haven't seen Stranger Things, so I have no idea.
I mean, I like the first season, and then I think it was kind of diminishing returns, and then I never bothered watching the fourth one.
That's what a lot of people have said. But I can't really say anything myself, at least not in good faith.
What about bad faith, though?
This is totally garbage, and I hate it, and if you like this, you suck.
Damn.
Almost as much bad faith as Nintendo fans.
Almost as much bad faith as YouTubers who play Sonic Hill F.
Play what?
Sonic Hill F.
Oh, was YouTube,
So, I
striking
don't want
them?
to get into, like... no. It's more people certain acts. So I don't want to get too much into, like...
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. You're talking about certain YouTubers.
Like, yeah. But, like, so
Gotcha.
One of the sentiments I've seen a lot of people say is they're going to play it once and then watch the other endings on YouTube, which is a terrible idea because, like, the game changes on New Game Plus in, like, lots of small ways that are, like, very important and add a lot of extra context.
I think this is a bigger issue I find with people in general when it comes to, trying to, watch or play stuff, is that rather than, like, trying to play or watch something to enjoy it, they want to consume it, if you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I kind of think F. It's another way in which I think F is genius, because it is like the anti. It is like, how do you make a game that that can still appeal to people in a YouTube era? And it's like, that's it. You make it so it's a game that you really just do not actually get to experience at all if you just watch the endings.
Yeah, you need to play it.
Because, like, for instance, cutscenes change on, like, multiple playthroughs. Some in big ways, some in small ways. Like, entire, like, new notes get added for you to pick up and read that give it even more context. A whole new, like, quests open up, or, like, missions and submissions. I know, it's one of these things where it's like, yeah, you actually have to play it. Like, you do not get any experience. You do not really get the full breadth of what makes the game story so good and the characters so compelling just through consuming it via YouTube. Which is why it's really fucking annoying.
Video games are best experienced by playing them. Crazy.
Which is why it's really fucking irritating to have, like, big YouTubers who try and pull that shit, like, you know. Fucking Yahtzee is like, I'm only going to play it once, and then I'm going to complain if people complain that I have to play it more than once.
Listen, Yahtzee is what is everything that people complain about with game journalists, but just in YouTube form.
Yeah.
And people in general, like I said, have that issue where they want to just consume a game, a piece of media, whether it be I say media because it's easier than saying books, TV, film, you know, like saying all of them individually. It's kind of similar to what we were talking about before, where Silent Hill 2, for example, is interesting because everything can be based on which one you got, since there's no canon ending. So it's why it makes discussion of it interesting if you talk to people who played it. But as I've been able to figure out from from like seeing the discourse online, there's a lot of people that talked big shit about Silent Hill 2 that never touched the game.
I think the way you can
and I really figured that out too was when they were complaining about like certain mechanics that they were saying that F's gonna have. And I was like, wait, but these have been, and 2 has these, and I'm not even talking about the remake 2 for anyone who wants to try and be funny. We're talking about original 2.
I think it's very interesting, and a good twist is like I've said before about like Silent Hill 2 specifically, a good twist isn't like the twist itself, it's the way in which the twist informs other things. And you can always sort of tell when people only know things because of cultural osmosis. Like, I think, like, to be fair, like, I think one of the sort of more interesting cases like Final Fantasy VII, right? Because Final Fantasy VII
I was just thinking about Final Fantasy VII right now in this. Go ahead, sorry. I just thought that was really funny.
Because Final Fantasy VII is a game with multiple twists, but 2 main ones. And of course, everyone talks about Aerith being killed off, which,
as even if you didn't play it, you know that.
Which, as we kind of established before, isn't like in context, isn't like a huge like surprise, isn't a huge twist, because like Final Fantasy had done it before, other RPGs had done it before of perma character death. It's just different. The thing that makes it different is obviously it has a much more drawn out and emotional scene attached to it.
Yeah.
Because it had the FMVs and all the music by Nobuo Uematsu to really bolster the scene. But the actual important twist that's relevant is the twist with Cloud and Zack, right?
Yeah.
You can always sort of tell when people focus more on like that or whenever like the Zack twist comes up, it doesn't seem to register how like actually important it is. Because I've said before, what makes that twist work incredible is that you spend the whole game basically being told that you are the RPG protagonist. Like,
you are the equivalent of that game's chosen one sort of thing, blah blah blah.
But like, it even like ties into other stuff because it's like, oh, the whole point is you're a soldier first class. But like, so for instance, Cecil in Final Fantasy IV was like an elite soldier. Like, you know, you're told you're the best of the best, and you're great. And the reality is that no, you were Cloud is a no-name chump guard. All those random no faces you've been killing, it was him.
He's just a little better at it, is all.
He got lucky because he did get like the soldier treatment with Genova cells,
and he was lucky enough to survive it despite failing it.
Yeah. So as I said, what makes the twist work is it all feeds into that, and that's the actually much more important twist as to what makes FF7 like really stand out. But of course, people focus more on the Aerith dies, which once again, like, it's not like it's an unimportant scene. It's not obviously not that it's impactful, but it's that kind of thing where it's very surface level for discussions about the game are basing that around that instead of like all the other stuff that goes into it that's, you know, makes FF7 actually stand out.
One of my favorite ones I had of where I ended up interacting with somebody. I've mentioned the Dragon Ball one a number of times. The one where I was like, oh, I quickly figured out they were someone who only knew the series via a bridge series and like Team 4-Star summarizing Boo arc. You know, talking about it, not even like this was before even the Boo bits came out. One of my favorite ones is actually one dealing with a Shenmue fan. So.
Oh yeah, those do exist.
The amount of them that actually played the game is lower than we think, I believe. So, and this isn't a joke of like, oh, you can't play it because the game has no gameplay, which is also true, but that's not the point here. I was talking about my issues with the game, especially the first one, how like it's basically the equivalent of a prologue for any other game or even story. There's not a lot going on. The characters aren't really well developed at all. In fact, they're not even developed in 3, from what I understand. Hell, from what I saw for 3's ending, and apparently it's the same fucking thing as 2, and I just started cackling like a fucking hyena.
Yeah, because it was like meant to be it was meant to be like a 10-game series, and then the guy was like convinced that because he got the third game made, surely he'll get the others made.
Yeah. So, I mentioned that, like, Lon D is like a nothing character. The the main antagonist.
Yeah.
And they then said to me, "Oh, fake! You never even played it. You don't even know the name of the antagonist." And I'm like, "What? His name is Lon D. Wait a minute! You never played it. How the fuck are you a fan? How the fuck are you a fan of this? And you don't even know the name of the antagonist?"
I'm sure there are some people who genuinely do have like positive feelings and memories associated with Shenmue 1 and 2. I think what actually the real reason people latch onto Shenmue is because it became the face of like Dreamcast, like what ifism. You know, like what if the Dreamcast wasn't a failure? What if like Sega didn't get out of the hardware industry, which we might come back to later. Haha, for reasons. So, and Shenmue was like one of the few like series that never progressed. One of the few like standout Dreamcast stuff that never progressed onto a different system. Almost said better, but different. Like the Sonic Adventures moved over onto like GameCube and.
Well, at the time, now Shenmue is like on now even the old Shenmue games are on everything.
Yeah, but I mean like at the time because it took ages for Shenmue to get like ports.
Yeah.
So I just think Shenmue became the face of, oh man, what if the Dreamcast didn't fail though?
Potential man in the game.
Yeah, effectively. But, you know, Dreamcast was kind of always screwed, if only because, like...
Oh, there were a lot of reasons. I love the Dreamcast, but yeah, and a lot of it was even Sega's fault.
The system is fine, but it just has a lot of other problems, like the fact that, Sega Saturn development, or the Saturn had bombed as hard as it did.
Yeah.
Which meant that, like, the Dreamcast had to recoup some of those costs, and it just simply wasn't going to do that, as well as recouping its own developmental costs. Because as we sort of know that, like, game consoles are developed at, like, at a negative.
Yeah.
And they make their money back. They make their money back not off of hardware sales, but software sales.
Yeah.
Or licenses, etc. So anyway, Xbox.
Yeah, Xbox is gonna be dead. We were talking about that before, and and I don't like this. I'll be clear.
Well, you shouldn't, because it's terrible. Because as much as Microsoft is a fuckhead company run by fuckheads that does fuckhead things, they are important to exist because they are like competition.
Yes, exactly. Like, I may not really be in the console game anymore, but like I understand the effects it has to video games as a whole. It's also why I didn't like them buying up so much shit, because I understand the impacts to video games as a whole with that, and none of it's good.
Yeah. So you now have Microsoft, which is, I mean, more or less sort of highlighting that, oh yeah, we're getting out of the console market. Like they're saying they're not, but like they're ramping.
They are, but like look at it, like
they're ramping up the price on Game Pass. Another Halo 1 remake is coming out this time for PlayStation. Alright, because I did have to double check. It is a remake.
Oh yeah,
Man, Halo
it's not even a port, it's another one.
Xbox Last of Us.
It already is.
That's not fair. They at least sometimes pretend there's more than 2 Halo games. I say having never played a Halo once. But I mean, yeah, so obviously if Microsoft bows out, it's like, yeah, Sony is like uncontested in the console market, because while, Switch does Switch and Switch 2 do numbers, yeah, you can't get certain games on them for various reasons. And if Sony has like a fucking monopoly, like, yeah, of course they'll do shitty things, because once again, like, where are you gonna go? Maybe like Google and Valve will like go back to their ideas for consoles, but I kind of doubt it. Oh no, it is very telling of. It is very telling of the complete mismanagement of Microsoft, and the sort of.
Damn sure it's because of Microsoft's trying to recoup the costs of all the AI stuff they've been really dipping into. Because that shit ain't making money.
Because it can't make money. Everybody knows it can't make money. They're just hopeful that other people. They're just hopeful that enough people don't know it can't make money, that they can get some more investment money before it all, fucking blows up. I mean, like, fuck, man. Nvidia's really fucked when the bubble bursts.
Oh yeah, Nvidia will probably just outright die when this is done.
Because I think they're like, in a weird way, I think I read a report that basically said they're kind of subsidizing themselves just to like by paying people to pay them to work, to do more, like, or for data centers and for AI work, in an effort to try and keep drumming up, like, support for people to invest, because a lot of people are starting to get very scared. Because there is no return on investment.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was I forgot there's a space shooter level just like in the first game in this one. Sable?
Oh, Sable.
But your refrigerators!
So false alarm. It turns out the road to the store may be flooded, so I'm stuck here for a while.
Oh, that makes sense considering the weather earlier.
Yes.
Damn, so you got...
I can't get my chairs.
Your fridges, you mean?
I said chairs. If I sit on it, it's a chair.
You know, honestly, that's a lot of work to use a refrigerator as a chair, but I kind of respect it in a weird, fucked up way.
If I get a step ladder, just climb on the top, it's fine.
You should put a mini fridge inside your fridge.
What?
Then it'd be extra cool.
I suppose, but then I wouldn't be able to use the actual fridge to put food in.
There's always something. We've got 2 other fridges.
That's true. Well, not for much longer.
Rip fridges.
I only have 1.
How will you survive?
And a tiny, moderately sized one at that. I can't even fit a dead body in there.
What's the fucking point?
No, that's not like... No, that's just him, you know, not having the will. You could fit... You'd be surprised when you could fit a dead body if you try really hard.
But it's not to say they're just kind of sticking it in there and it being wide enough you can just walk in. I mean...
You want to hear a really fucked up murder story?
Sure.
The answer's... So there was a analyst who was on secondment to MI5 who, after not appearing at work for a week, was found in his apartment dead, but stuffed into, like, a duffel bag and left in, like, the bathtub with the heating turned on, so that basically all of the juices would flow out down into the drain, because it's like the decomposing stuff that, like, draws in the flies and causes, like, the stench. Nobody knows how he got in the bag. I mean, they know he was killed and put in the bag, but some people tried to say, oh, maybe it's like a sex thing, but...
Maybe it's just suicide.
People do genuinely think maybe it was an elaborate suicide, but they had, like, contortionists and escape artists and all manner of people saying, oh, I can't fucking get in this bag and zip it up from the inside. What are you talking about?
He's been shot 20 times in the back of the head and suicide.
Accidents happen all the time.
They had to make sure.
Fell on his own shears.
They had to make sure they needed all 20 of those bullets. I'm still convulsing. Another convulsion.
I had to laugh. Yesterday I was talking to my dad. He said something about, oh, well, the police might stop me in a car. I said, are you white? No, you're fine then.
Was it completely off topic, but kind of on topic when we were talking about, like, the companies and shit. And also because I want to make fun of Nintendo, or, well, at least the fans. I heard someone say this, and I've taken a liking to it. They refer to Nintendo fans, or adult Nintendo fans, as adult Disney fans, or the equivalent of.
Yeah.
And they're not wrong.
Well, what if you're a fan of Disney and Nintendo?
You're
well.
both?
Yeah, you can be both.
Yeah, you don't, it's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, but which takes priority when you want to insult someone?
Depends on the situation.
Ah.
Probably
Are
Disney,
we- are
because
they,
as far as I'm aware, Nintendo
well,
haven't
depends.
murdered a woman. I was going to say, I think so far it would be Disney, because I don't think Nintendo have murdered a woman and tried to play it off as we signed the terms and conditions yet.
Yeah, they haven't done that yet. But would they do it? Possibly.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, they don't have their own.
They
theme
do
park yet,
like sending
so-
Pinkertons out
They
to
do.
people, so...
They do have. They've got Nintendo World at Universal.
Yeah, but
wherever.
that's not owned by them. That's just licensed to Universal.
Don't they have one in Japan that's just them? Oh, fuck.
No, that's also in Universal Japan, licensed to Universal.
Fair enough.
So you know, I mean, they don't like own the entire theme park, and all profits of the theme park go straight to Nintendo. They're just licensing the properties to Universal.
Fair enough.
So they don't have to have like a going rule that nobody dies on Disney property. By that I mean, if you die on Disney property, they'll put you in an ambulance, drive you all the way out until past the border, and then declare you dead.
Because no one dies at Disney.
What if someone says he's dead, Jim, before they can leave, though?
They
except that
kill.
one
They they suddenly disappear, and then they're reported that they have unalived.
Except that one person that got crushed between the walls of that one thing at Disneyland.
That doesn't sound
Yeah,
real.
it'd be
Disney
pretty
would
hard
tell
to
me.
say they're anything other than dead.
Yeah. This was in like this mid '70s.
I was trying
Yeah,
to
like a
cover it up then.
They couldn't. The entire she got crushed in the middle of the show, and the entire audience heard her death screams. So there was really no way to cover that up, other than to kill everyone who was in that, who was near that ride that day.
You know they thought
Yeah,
about
if
it.
it was 80s, if it was 80s Disney's, I think they would have tried it.
But yeah, well, it was the '70s, and so yeah, they weren't quite. And then her ghost apparently haunted that ride. And then they
As
took
you
the
do.
animatronic, and then they took the animatronics to Splash Mountain, and she apparently haunted Splash Mountain too.
Stupid ghosts.
God damn it.
When they were refurbishing
Fucking-
Splash Mountain for like the Princess and the Frog, apparently like there were stories of like poltergeist activity.
So they're not drugs, there's always poltergeist activity.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was
but,
gonna say, here's also California, and they're probably like working in extreme heat with like no with.
This is true, but I
No
kinda-
one
I kinda like
ever
the
sees weird shit when they have a heat stroke.
I kind of like the idea of her just being like, "Don't take my animatronic buddies away. I've been with them for 30 years."
I can't believe it.
Run, shit.
Real Five Nights at Freddy's. Was that the crux of
Run.
87? Or 78, I guess.
I mean, I just like you. I would just quote ghost stories and just say Run, she's a ghost and a bitch.
That's my favorite Ghost Stories quote.
At least we know he's not racist.
God, some of the lines in that I cannot repeat on stream,
Oh,
but
there
they're
are
so
some
funny.
there are some that like, yep. Can't do
I
that.
love.
There's
Listen.
always-
There is part of me that misses those kind of dubs just happening randomly. Like those fucking like,
Oh.
yeah, fuck it, we're gonna do something stupid.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares? It's ghost stories. I mean, to be fair, it has probably done more to help that show, like even in its like fixed dubs.
Yeah, they were basically like nobody really cared about the show. In Japan,
Well, it was
so
apparently
they-
popular in Japan. I did learn it did have like
It
plays
was
and all kinds of shit.
semi-popular. It wasn't like a smash hit. kind of
Right,
thing.
right.
It's in one of those sort of places where it's like, oh yeah, people watched it, but like it wasn't like it was this huge.
It wasn't like a
this
cultural-
Huge hit that people...
It's like the dub of Panty and Stocking and Garter Belt, where they were just like, you don't have to follow the script exactly, just make it horrifying and funny at the same time. So they're just like, all right, let's just have them like curse every other line.
I do like that apparently
Does that happen
the
in
reason.
in the sub as well?
Not like that.
No. I do like the little
It's
detail
not,
apparently
it's not like
where
Black Lagoon where they actually curse in English a lot, although not nearly as much as the dub.
I do like the little detail though for stalking where they make it so she's terrible at swearing and that's the joke. That's why she says weird shit when she cusses, like fatherfucker. And I love it. It's so funny.
I mean, makes sense.
Wait, no, I want to get that treasure chest.
I guess since it's like the day before Halloween, we should have like we should all tell our most scary stories. Right, I'll start.
Okay.
So it was a dark and stormy night.
Okay.
I felt very thirsty, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to make myself some tea. So I went and I put the kettle on.
Ah! Oh wait, hold on.
I boiled the water, I got the tea bags, and then I noticed it in the corner of my eye. The milk. Why was the milk out? Why was the milk out? I went and I sniffed. Oh, it had gone off. Okay, no bad, no big deal. So I went to the fridge, and then I found out there was no milk. The end.
Who drank all the milk?
I know. I mean, probably actually the most horrifying story was when my mother said, "Hey, so you know how like meat can keep? Yeah. I have this turkey. Okay, when did you get the turkey? 4 years ago."
You know that one's actually kind of horrifying. Actually, that one is startling.
Like, oh, I actually could have died if I hadn't been there, if I hadn't have said to her, "You can't keep turkey in a freezer for 4 years."
You can keep stuff for, you know, a little longer, but not fucking 4 years.
4-year-old turkey.
Listen, she's trying to age it to perfection. What kind of perfection? I don't know. Perfection.
Oh.
Well. Oh god,
How about
that
you
is
say
fucking
that? You
bizarre.
What, 4-year-old turkey?
Yes.
That's what you think. That's like you could have gone to kindergarten.
Jesus.
I mean, I found older stuff in my fridges.
I mean, I've found older stuff like before, but like I never then tried to be like, oh, I can keep this. I've been like, oh god, it's been here way too long. I gotta get rid of this.
You found it. You've not had that much. You found it and gone, oh, I should throw that out. You've not had the moment of.
Is this okay? It only expired 4+ years ago. It's only a little moldy. It's still good. It's still good.
She bought it in like 2020, so you know, it was when there was all this COVID stuff happening.
So it's
like
expired.
A COVID turkey. Yeah. It was a COVID turkey. It was 4 years
Coverty,
old.
if you will.
I know children that are younger than that turkey. My restless dreams, I see that place. 4-year-old turkey. Oh.
Fight this boss again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I remember. I used to dodge shit until they opened the cockpit so I can punch them in the mouth.
I mean, I'm sure I'll have some horror stories starting next week.
By the way, what was
You're
it
gonna
like
get
a few weeks ago going to see the new Spirit Halloween in DC?
What do you mean?
You know, the government buildings. Well, they used to be before they became Spirit Halloween.
We didn't actually go to the government buildings. We went to the museums. I mean, I did go to the Lincoln Memorial.
You did wonder why I had all those red flags up in the museums. That was a bit weird.
Yeah.
Just shows Buddhist symbol of protection. That's odd.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Remember that one priest in Father Ted who really liked the Buddhist symbol of protection?
I didn't realize until I was there that I had a red shirt on and I couldn't figure out why everyone was giving me dirty looks. Then my sister's like, "You're wearing MAGA colors." I'm like, "You mean anyone who wears red here is automatically a diehard Trump supporter?" And he goes, "Yes, it's like gang colors here."
I mean, they were invaded, so
Yeah.
I mean, we went to the Lincoln
Man.
Memorial. I waited for Megan
Sure,
to show up. He didn't.
if only. There sure are a lot of Trump supporters who like Ichigo from Bleach.
Crazy, isn't it?
Have his sword and have his like crossguard tattoo. That's weird.
It is so weird.
Well,
Or maybe they're just fans of the Naruto manga and they just really like Neji.
Ah.
Only the manga. They don't watch the anime.
Oh yeah, yeah.
ah, yes. Are you a Neji fan?
Yes, fan.
Did you cry when he died?
Was there supposed to be or something?
I mean, I was moderately surprised when he died.
Yeah, he does get to be the only one who dies.
I was like,
Hey,
oh, they
hey,
actually killed
Jiraiya.
someone.
They did
Yeah,
keep
he was
Jiraiya
old.
dead.
He was old.
Well, yeah,
Old
but-
people don't count.
It's more that Neji had like been in such situations that should have killed him twice and survived. So you're like, oh, he's one of those characters that just has infinite plot armor. Then he actually died.
Yeah, and then they were like, nope, this one died. He's like,
This
really?
time, nope. This time he's gone.
Right, so yeah, they get like a whole two characters who die. It's Jiraiya and Neji.
Other
Man, even
characters get
Orochimaru got to live.
He really shouldn't
How does
have.
that make? How does that make you feel? He not only gets to live, he gets to go on to have his son in Boruto.
I mean, technically he
Oh.
died. It just didn't stick.
Man. But yeah. Other than that, I've been sort of stopping and starting on a second playthrough of Baldur's Gate and going for a third this time because I like turning into animals and punching skulls.
And only punching skulls.
I said
And
crushing
nothing
skulls.
else. And you don't do anything else in the animal form.
I mean, you can do other things, I guess, but why do those things when I can be a bear and kill people?
Yeah.
Because that was like because for some reason that was the big advertisement high point of the game.
I'm a bear and kill people.
Yes, kill.
Well,
That is
fuck a
certainly that is a metaphor for what I'm talking about.
You can also fuck that guy in his bear form, but you know,
What do
he
you
is
mean
just
you know?
just a freak.
What do you mean you
Yeah.
know? That was like the highest selling point of the game.
Yeah,
For everyone I
can
know, it's
fuck
like
this.
you can fuck the bear.
You can fuck the bat, fuck the man bear. And it's like,
Member Pig?
I mean, at least Halcyon is a fucking weird kinky guy. He is horny on men. He doesn't.
Oh
try
yeah,
and
for the
hide
guy I
it.
just knocked out, it's voiced by Chris Sabat
Oh,
in this in Freedom Planet.
hi. Bye, Chris Sabat. Bye, Chris Sabat.
Yeah, he's gone
Thanks for
now.
dropping by.
You've been playing any games, Sabo? Because I know Dan's been playing Time Stranger still.
Yeah.
I'm still working through.
I think I'm at least at the I think I'm at least around the halfway-ish or late end of the game because I do have megas now.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
you're getting there. It kind of depends because then like a whole bunch of like side quests open up.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna be doing those.
Near
So
the end. Yeah.
this game is probably gonna be my game of the year.
I
I'm
was
like
gonna say, that game was really long.
pretty sure.
So yeah, I'm kind of torn between my top three at the moment, which is Time Stranger, Claire Obscura, and Silent Hill F.
That's fair.
I haven't played Claire Obscura yet.
I haven't played that or Silent Hill yet. I do want to get those at some point. Silent Hill probably won't be until next year though.
I mean, I'll say this: if you like classic Final Fantasy, Expedition 33 is as classic Final Fantasy as you can get without being classic Final Fantasy.
Billy Remaster also drops today, but I'm still working on Time Stranger, so I think I'll just
oh,
hold
yeah.
off and see it.
I might
Hold
pick
off
that up
and see
too,
it.
just to get that at a discount price. That if it's still up on one of the sites I go to just get it for a little cheaper.
I was
And
gonna say,
Outer Worlds 2 also dropped, like, yesterday.
They're making an Outer Worlds 2?
Yeah,
It's
I
out.
didn't even know about that one.
it came out. Just
they were
I
yesterday.
didn't hear about that one.
They were putting it in development before like the merge with Microsoft happened, so like
I'm surprised Microsoft didn't cancel it, to be honest.
I think even they realised they needed to have something come out at some point. But well, I'm glad you're both still working through Time Stranger.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I did pick up, and I'm not gonna play that for a while, especially after being Time Stranger, because I don't want to burn myself out. But I did pick up for $4 the Cyber Sleuth collection.
Yeah.
Good old Cyber Sleuth.
Hey, it got us time. It did give us Time Stranger.
It did. I mean, there are certain aspects of Cyber Sleuth's system I like better than Time Strangers, but
Yeah, I've heard some people say that, where there's
I
something they like about one more than the other, and so on.
Like
I said, I probably won't.
Second, so.
Okay. I probably won't play it for a little while after I beat Time Stranger, because I don't want to burn myself out, and then,
like
you know.
Time Stranger links evolutions to your agent level, so like you tend to get them all at once. Whereas Cyber Sleuth, you have to grind them up individually, but also means you can get it earlier, so you can grind up that one mega and just have it serve you for the entirety of the game. As opposed to like, hey, now you have an entire party of megas because you finally hit level 7.
Yeah, I just got my my army of megas, and I got like literally last night I got it unlocked, and I now have Alphamon, and I'm so happy.
Yeah, there's the one problem with Cyber Sleuth. In the default game, the Royal Knights are locked till the very end of the game because you have to do DLC quests to unlock them.
Hmm.
Although in the Hacker's Memory, you can just get them whenever.
Well, if I recall, they're story important in Cyber Sleuth, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very story important in Cyber Sleuth.
Where this one's going more with the whole world tree thing.
Yeah. And the god mons, or the Olympus mons, I think they're called.
Yeah.
The whole like Neptune and all that.
Like, I've already met up with Plutomon. Just kind of give you an idea of where. Well, I mean, you know where I am, considering what I just said a second ago. And just saying that too also just tells you exactly where I am.
Yeah. I can only play it at night because I'm busy during the day, so...
Yeah, usually I play it at night after work sometimes, but sometimes I'm also playing stuff with some friends, so, you know, if I'm playing stuff with friends, I'm not really playing that.
That's why I don't want to get Zillia today, because then I'm like, well, then I'll just play that instead for a while, so I want to finish...
Oh, I know I won't jump to it, because, again, I'm pretty locked in on Time Stranger. Like, the only reason I stopped playing last night was, because my friends wanted to play Gunfire. But yeah, so I'm I'll probably buy it after stream. I might look to see if that discount's still there. If it's not, I'll just wait on it then. I'm not really in a rush for it.
Yeah, I think I might wait till the Christmas season, see if it's a few bucks off on Steam.
Still also that Katamari game that came out that I want to play at some point too.
The Tales of Graces remaster got discounted very quickly.
I mean, if I'm gonna be that guy, Graces is alright, but not many people really care about Graces.
I'm back.
Welcome back. But yeah, not too many people really cared about Graces, so it's not really surprising that it went on discount fairly quickly.
And then there's Rise, which is constantly only $10 because you said that Rise is awful.
Rise is fucking terrible. Rise is one of those games that piss me off the most. It's one of those games where, like, at first you think it's gonna be good, and then it's just bad. Like, you know, one of those kind of games where, like, for like a chunk of it, you're like, oh, this is great, and then it just goes to shit and keeps going and digging further into the shit pile. Like one of those kind of games. Those are the games I hate the most.
A lot of RPGs tend to do that.
Like, was it like
Right.
Fire Emblem Echoes is like that too?
I mean, I never
Also-
finished Echoes, but I did get to the part where you were like, oh yeah. I was like, ah. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I
The
didn't
maps
exactly
also
have
are really
maps.
bad.
It wasn't that bad, but I didn't exactly have high hopes for it when I started.
Oh, don't worry. Whatever. You stop before it gets even worse.
Oh, good.
But what's really funny
Or
about
bad.
it is apparently Echoes fans, all 7 of them, got what they wanted and now they regret it, which is they finally got people to play Echoes, and now they regret it because people are like, wow, this game's kind of shit.
Like, no, don't you understand? But we wanted you to play it. You were supposed to like it.
By the way, you know that guy who's like in the game who's like pissed off because Alm isn't like a royal blood and shit like that? And
Oh,
they're
yeah,
like,
that
well,
guy.
it doesn't matter. Funny thing about that, it literally is revealed that, oh, he actually is a long-lost prince and blah, blah, blah. So
He
technically,
actually is royal
that
blood,
villain
and
is...
yes, it absolutely.
Yeah, so technically,
absolutely
that
matters.
villain is right. That villain is absolutely correct in that setting. They never addressed that. Because they wanted to have their cake and eat it, too. They wanted to do both.
Well, I mean, he was right for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, but he's still right.
Like he was right that, yeah, royal blood. He was just wrong that it's like, was enough royal blood. Well, it turns out he is.
Yeah, but everybody was wrong. Because, well, royal blood absolutely needed, and also apparently is royal blood. Whoops. Which is really fucked up when you think about it, because that means that guy would have just stayed on their side if he knew Alm was some fucking long-lost prince, and I think that's really funny. God, that game sucks. The map design, like, it's not even like what, like say, like Engage, where it's like, yeah, the story isn't great, but hey, the gameplay is pretty good. It's not even
I
like
never
one of
played
those. It's pretty much the story is meh, but the map design and the mechanics are pretty good.
There's
So,
new
like,
game
if you
coming
don't-
out, which I was like, this looks like 3 houses, and then it's like, oh, this is 3 houses.
Yeah, it's in the same setting, I think.
You get used to that. 3 houses sold like crazy.
Yeah, and
mean,
honestly, it's
3 houses.
surprising that they had one right after it that wasn't just in the same setting again. When you think about it.
I mean, 3 houses was fun, so.
Oh yeah, no, I like 3 houses a lot, so I will definitely figure out a way to play it.
On stream or just in general?
Oh, in general, no.
Who's gonna steal it?
What? Why would you say that?
It's true, but you shouldn't say
wait,
it.
are you talking about 3 houses or the game that's the sequel to 3 houses? Because I thought you already
The
played 3
sequel.
houses.
I'll
No,
find a way
that's
to
it.
play it.
I was gonna say because you already played 3 houses.
I was gonna say, you two
I've
have
thought
already
about
had, like,
streaming.
debates.
I've thought about streaming 3 houses before.
You two
I
have
haven't
already
done it.
had like debates about Edelgard and
Yeah.
if she's if she's a monster or she's wife material. I don't know.
She's,
all
she's
too
an
much
interesting
for me.
character. I like her, and I like Claude. Claude's route, I think, is my favorite route.
One of those things where she's
And-
technically correct, but she's the absolute worst way of going about doing things.
Yeah. And Dimitri is just, I fucking don't like him.
Everyone loves Dimitri.
Well, everyone's wrong. But, yeah, the game is, but yeah, it's one of those ones I've thought about. I don't know if I will do it, and I definitely won't, I'm not gonna do any long games until, after New Year's. And I can't, like last year, get fucking rage baited into it, like, what happened with Kingdom Hearts 2.
Or
Because I'm just gonna
can
call it
you?
rage baiting, because that's the funniest way to put it. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
Anyway, the
Snap
solution
you
is
go.
to play Kingdom Hearts 3 now.
I was gonna say now
I
the
s-
Snap Cube dubs out, you're kind of incentivized to play more Kingdom Hearts.
I don't really feel like playing 3. I'd want to get the PC version of it anyway if I was going to do a stream of it, just to be easier to handle.
What about, what about Birth by Sleep or Dream Drop?
Not really interested. Like I said, I'm not really interested in doing a stream of it. I would, like I said, I do want to own the PC version before I even do anything like that.
I convinced my friend to buy Final Fantasy VII Remake, but he's like, oh, but I need to play the original. And it's like, I get it, but also, you kind of don't.
You don't need to, but I do think it does make it better.
That's what the director just said.
Yeah,
A
he
statement a
said,
couple days ago. It's like, you don't need to play the
was like-
original. In fact, this should be your introduction to the game.
yeah. Why don't you play this, then go play the original?
To which they were like, of course, Square is going to be like, yes, don't start off with our cheap $10 remaster of a 30-year-old game. Buy the one that costs $70 twice.
Yeah, do it. Give me more money.
Give me your money!
You don't want the thing you think you want. You want the thing that makes us more money.
Oh yeah, apparently it was a leak for RE9, well, a leak in the sense that I think some like pre-order costumes or DLC was revealed by mistake. So main character gets to dress up as Lady Dimitrescu, mate.
The only thing anybody remembers from that game.
Well, yeah, because it's the only good thing. And it's not even just me being facetious. It's like,
Oh,
yeah,
you
no,
think
it's
I'm
like
like,
the best part.
you think I'm arguing?
It's like, yeah, it's the best part because it's a shitty version of like things people like from RE2.
Yep.
At least, you know, Lady Dimitrescu is interesting. It is, well, interesting, we'll call it that, yes.
Very interesting. Very, very, very large character development.
She
Yeah,
is a big character. I mean, look at her size.
Yeah.
She's very tall.
Yes. And that's, yes. But yeah, I mean, I've complained about why RE8 is a terrible game and people should feel bad for liking it before. So I'll do it again. RE8 is a bad game and you should feel bad.
C
I mean-
is for crap. That's what my rank is.
D rank?
C rank.
Well,
Not quite a D. I did get a D rank in one of the levels earlier. At least I didn't
Yeah, I
die on
mean-
level 1. I'm not 4.
like, I'm not the biggest fan of like the first person Resident Evil stuff in general. Like I think 7 was fine, but I can't say any of like I can't say any of what made 7 good was like due to Ethan and his like whole plot, and I fucking hate his wife.
I do not like Ethan. I
Tease
do
me
not
with a
like
good
his wife.
time that Chris might shoot her in the face and then be like, no, actually it wasn't her. And it's like, dang it, it's the worst of all worlds. But yeah, like 8 doesn't have the benefit of the novelty of, oh, it's a reboot wink that 7 does, where we pretend that it's not part of the greater Resident Evil story until right at the very end, where it's like, yeah, I mean, of course it was a web premise, you know what it was. You fucking
What?
know. And like, who actually bought for a second that like Chris Redfield was just gonna shoot a woman and a baby in the opening 5 minutes, and it wouldn't be revealed that it was like obvious that something was fucky was going on. Like, who actually bought that shit? Even when the front cover lies and it's like, oh, here's Chris's face, and then also his, like, it merged with a wolf face, and you think, what if Chris is a werewolf? And it's like, yeah, no, none of that shit happens. And man, isn't it funny when like Chris is...
I assume the same people that bought all those Super Dickory covers, where it's like, hey, Superman, why are you murdering everyone on the cover? Oh, no.
It was especially funny when like people point at when like Chris's own people in the video game point out, hey Chris, why did you go about it? Why did you just break into his house and shoot that woman? Why didn't you just, like, take him aside and be like, now, Ethan, buddy, you gotta trust me on this. That's not your wife. And he's like, he has no response. He just sits there and he's like, he doesn't say anything. And it's like, oh, okay. So we're acknowledging it's a dumb plot point, but we're just not gonna actually do anything about it because, you know, that's good writing, that is.
Yep. That's my favorite part. I like whenever I did make fun of that, there were people that feel like, but they address it. But did they do anything about it? Just saying that it's there isn't actually addressing it. That's just saying that, like, hey, we're aware. What are we doing anything about? No!
No, it's the worst possible world because then it's like, well, you admit
plot point doesn't work, but we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, because you admit that okay, this is a dumb plot, but you clearly decided that well, fuck reason and fuck logic and all sorts of.
So we're doing it anyway.
Don't think too hard about it.
But it's not like it's played up as a joke. It's played up as a serious moment. Like, well, why did you do that? No answer.
Like,
just fuck you, I guess.
Like, why did I do that? That was stupid of me.
Yeah, I mean, if it was played up in like, the Austin Powers way of best not to think about it, then fine, whatever. It'd be weird.
My goals are beyond your understanding.
Effectively. And hell, tell me a single person who actually likes any segment of RE8 that's not Castle Dimitrescu. Come on, I'll wait. Oh no, but people like Heisenberg because he's funny, and it's like, I mean, he has a personality in a sea of fucking slop, but he sure does have a really annoying and boring section and boss fight to compensate for that. Don't get me started on fucking Mother Miranda, OC Do Not Steal. Who was just behind everything all along, because she, of course, she and Spencer, like, teamed up to work on the T-Virus, you know? This hitherto unmentioned character was, like, behind everything. So you might be thinking, oh, well, then surely she'll be, like, a new main central antagonist that we'll go back to and revisit. Nope, kill that bitch in the same game she's introduced. So, okay.
I'm still sitting there looking like, when are they gonna break the glass, just resurrect Wesker? Because I know it's happening. It's gotta fucking happen.
Well, but that's the thing. The thing that Resident Evil has fucking struggled with is what do you do without a central antagonist or without an antagonist? Because they've never actually been able to recreate another Wesker.
They haven't, yeah.
Like, they've struggled and struggled, and they just cannot make, like, an actual antagonist that people give any two fucks about. Like, how people love Resident Evil 4. Does anybody give a fuck about Sadler? No.
The one anybody even cares about is the fucking Napoleon-looking motherfucker.
Yeah. People find Salazar funny, but also...
And that's just because they find him funny. They don't really care about it. They think he's funny. And he is. He's funny.
Like, Resident Evil as a franchise has struggled without Wesker for, well, since they killed Wesker. I remember when they made a clone Ada Wong be the antagonist?
I do remember the clone Ada Wong.
What dumb bullshit.
It was very stupid.
Resident Evil is like...
They honestly should have just said, like, oh yeah, Ada's the villain, fuck it. But they didn't have the balls to do that.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't even be unbelievable for it to turn out like, oh, Ada actually is fucked up. Alright.
And all she ever does is fucking betray people, so...
Yeah.
Occasionally gives a rocket launcher out pity. But yeah, I mean... Resident Evil has like been struggling to like what to actually do in a post 5 world, which is why they've sort of like doubled down on remakes so much. You don't have to think about what do you do next if you just go back. Just fuck around all over again. Until they finally have to remake Resi 5 and then it's like, well, guess you're boned. Although they keep mumbling about a remake of 1, so...
Yeah, I've been hearing mumblings about that. Mumblings about, technically, when you think about it, a remake of 0.
Yeah.
Though I've also started to hear mumblings about a possibility of a Code Veronica one.
Yeah, they keep, like, it's one of those things that keeps cropping back up. I think remake of RE1 is the most likely, if only because... But are they doing, like, another fucking attempt at a Resident Evil movie?
I don't know,
It's
but
by,
I
like,
believe
the
it.
guy who did... But it's, like, by the guy who did Weapons, which was that horror movie that really, like, did super well, like, a couple months back. Well, I don't know, we'll see.
I don't know.
Resident Evil is like this franchise that should work as a movie, and yet inexplicably it never does. And I think I think I know why.
Fuck. Hate this level. Hate this level.
I think the reason why Resident Evil keeps fumbling is because they very rarely actually commit to non-zombie enemies, or at least like don't do them properly.
Yeah.
Like it took 3 movies before we got a tyrant, and it's like, oh, and also the tyrant has psychic powers. Like, what? Oh yeah, and then him and Alice just have their fucking, like, Jedi mind battle. It's like, right.
I mean, those movies were a
Maybe
vehicle
Tyrant's
just
biggest-
to, just so he could watch his wife do cool shit. Which, you know, I respect
Paul-
that. I kind of respect that, honestly.
Yeah, we all,
Thinking about it
yeah.
too hard.
Paul W.S. Anderson is like a hack fraud, I know this.
Yeah. I respect the
I've seen
hustle, though,
other-
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sure I do. I feel like if you could at least, like, make good... You could at least make cool movies.
I mean, at least he's not, what's his fucking name? The other video
Evil
game
Ball?
one. Yeah, at least not him.
Mm.
That guy's just a piece of shit.
I don't know, I should have let Sean Baby kick the shit out of him. That would have been funny.
Honestly, yeah. But, you know, he's a little bitch, so he didn't want to fight someone who could actually fight him.
Someone who could kick his ass.
He took one look at Sean Bay and was like, oh!
You know, he was heard like, wait, this guy does kickboxing? Okay, I'm out. Peace.
Oh, wait, this guy can... Oh. I don't want to do that. I just want to fight like some chubby nerd. No.
Yeah.
Little punk bitch ass.
But I mean, nobody who speaks German
He,
can be an evil.
you know, he was probably like that guy who would like pick on like some like weak kid in school, and the second the guy who does not tolerate that shit walks into the room, clam the fuck up.
Hmm.
Like one of those kids.
Yeah. But I mean... I don't know, as I said, if you get a bottle
Also,
of
this
that
isn't
thing-
where I
if
parked
you
my
get a bottle-
Digibeetle. I'm doing with teleport
quick.
stuff, so that's why I'm thinking about it.
Do a digi-ride. Quick, summon Angelwoman. We need to digi-ride out of here.
She can't
You
ride.
her.
You can't
Yeah, they
Digiride
won't let you.
Angelwoman.
They won't
Tried.
let you. You know what? Fair play on them for seeing through art, for seeing that.
They're like, alright! No! But you know what? At least Alphamon will carry me around, and I think that's cool.
Alphamon's a bro.
He is a bro. I love
Except when he's
Alphamon.
not.
Well, this Alphamon's a
you'll
bro.
like you'll like Cyber Sleuth then.
Well, wait, is it bro Alphamon or asshole Alphamon? I mean, it's cool
Well, I
either
wanna
way. Okay, fair
I
enough.
want to say, like,
I know
Jedi
Cyber
Knight,
Sleuth
he's
is. I know Cyber Sleuth is mainly dealing with the knights.
yeah. The Knights are a antagonistic force in that, yes. But yeah, if they don't know, you can't. It's hard to talk about Alphamon in that game.
We can't say without giving away the joke, so
Yeah.
you'll just have to see
Alphamon
it.
is. But I will say, no matter what, Alphamon is cool.
Oh yeah, Alphamon is cool. I mean, look at him. He's so fucking cool. And yes, I do want to get the his next form to have the giant fucking weapon. I do want to get that for my Alphamon as well.
Ah yes, Celeryuken. In the original version of Cyber Sleuth, that was the only Alphamon you could get.
Interesting.
His base form did not exist. Yeah, in original Cyber Sleuth, he didn't have a base form. He only had his like mode with the where he has the sword made from not Hiserimon, Alrim.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I only got Alphamon in the second game, so. Come to think of it, I don't think I ever finished. I never actually. I got to like where the end point was, and I just never finished it.
Mm. Yeah.
And then when I got the bundle, I played Hacker's Memory first.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah. And I can't go back to my original game because it was on the Vita, and my memory card deleted itself.
The Vita is dead.
I mean, it still
Or, like,
works. I just
Vita,
the memory chip
like
deleted
dead.
itself. I mean, I was the only one I knew who had a Vita.
The memory chip saw, I'm in a Vita, and then it fucking blew its own brains out.
Yeah, basically.
No
Oh,
way!
God.
I can't believe this!
It had too much time to contemplate its own existence.
Remember when in SA3 where Eggman just keeps on saying Yosh.
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 Thanks, Eggman.
Eggman, what do you have to say about this? Yosh. Okay. You have anything else you want to add? Yosh.
I was too busy being baffled that his name was Eggman.
No one's called me Dr. Robotnik in years.
I was gonna say, I mean, I'm used to it now, but back in the day, I was like, no, his name is Dr. Robotnik, and he controls Mobius, and he's voiced by Jim Cummings.
For me, it was he's voiced by Long John Bartley.
Sonic Saturday AM was the only version of the characters with an actual story I was familiar with.
I'll be honest, like I think like Mike Pollock basically fucking ruined every other Eggman for me. He is the Eggman voice
No.
I hear in my head.
I hear Long John Bartley still.
What is that?
The one from the funny one.
Adventures of
Oh, from the other
Adventures of
Sonic
yeah.
cartoon.
Finger Skull.
Promotion
Oh,
on
yeah.
that one.
Snooping as usual, I see.
I see.
See, he said the thing, he did the thing.
Do
Yeah,
the
yeah.
roar.
It kind of is, yeah.
you know, if Bartley was still alive and went to a con, there would be so many do the fucking snooping line.
Do it.
When did he die?
He died back when we were in like high school still.
I was gonna say he must have died like a long time ago if he was never went to any cons.
Yeah, he's been dead for a long time,
He
unfortunately.
died before the meme took off.
Yeah, he never got to witness the meme.
Some might say he's the lucky one. I do think Pingus was just ruined because it was just everywhere at the time.
Yeah, he died.
It still makes me chuckle. Yeah, 05, that's like right before YouTube poop
Well,
really took off.
07 is like the year that YouTube like
Oh, 07,
properly
okay.
takes off, right?
I thought,
Well, I think 2007 is like when YouTube like really starts to take off. Maybe 06.
yeah, because I think 06, I remember I was on YouTube.
And
He
then
died like 12 years after he did Sonic the Hedgehog. Huh.
well, Darwin now killed.
That's not true. That's impossible!
He was also in Reboot.
Oh, he was in a lot of stuff.
I mean, I assume he was.
He was in basically everything that was done in Canada. And like
He, cause he was a singer, he actually has a pretty interesting career.
Like, he's one of those people where they become like the 5 VAs who you hear in everything in the production in that country. You know, like how in the 90s, if there was like any animated like feature thing that was dubbed in the US, it's like, okay, well, Rob Paulson, Jim Cummings.
There's a high chance of Cam Clark.
Yeah. Cam Clark will show up. Cam Clark will show up in anything. He's kind of a whore. Frank Welker.
Cam Clark disappeared off the face of the earth for like 10 years, and he came back and just started being in anything.
Yeah.
Anything and everything, including stuff that like
Why do you hear?
like years ago. He's like, yeah, I'll be in Trails of Cold Steel. Why not?
And in the 90s, if anything went on long enough, animated or otherwise, Tim Curry would show up.
It's true.
He was in Wild Thornberries.
He's in everything. If you like go back and you look at like any like 90s animated series, he's in it. Like the only one he isn't in is Batman the Animated Series, and he is in that.
I was gonna say, wasn't he cast as like the Joker before they decided to go with Hamill?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the Joker. Yeah, because he played the funny evil clown man. And they got
Like
that
they,
guy. Who
they
played...
recorded 2 episodes with him as the Joker, and then they decided, no, you know what, I don't like it. Let's go with Hamill instead.
Yeah, and then they decided to go with the guy who played Trickster in The Flash.
So they re-recorded.
Yeah.
It's like
Like any. I mean, hell, he's in.
it's like the first appearance of Scrappy Doo, where they re-recorded the episode 10 times because they kept changing Scrappy's voice.
Should have just not had the little fucker.
Apparently, at the time, he was popular.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
No, he was.
But so was Syphilis, but we don't try and bring that back.
For 10 years, he was popular. Then they kind of overplayed him, and people started getting tired of him. And now he's been gone for like 30 years.
When you go back to a lot of the episodes, you kind of like figure out that the issue wasn't even really Scrappy. It was just the episodes sucked.
You phased out like half the gang, so it just became the misadventures of Shag, Scooby, and
There was a period where they
Scrappy.
didn't have Daphne. It was just Shag,
Yeah.
Scoob, and Scrappy. Then they brought Daphne back, and occasionally bring back Velma or Fred, or like 2 times they've had them both back.
Your suffering will be
And
enough.
it's not until like
I think the only time they had Daphne and nobody else was in the one with Vincent
13
Price.
Ghosts. I mean, there was also Flim Flam in the 13 Ghosts.
And then it turned out that was just like a adventure they had over one summer where the other 2 were busy.
I'm going to ignore everything you just said there because I do not like that fucking movie.
It's not a movie, it's a show.
No, he's referencing a movie right now.
Oh no, they made a movie follow up to 13 Ghosts
It's terrible.
where like they're going through adventures and then they get contacted by Vincent Price and he's like, hey, we never caught the 13th ghost.
It was around the same time they made that really bad sequel to Zombie Island. They were like, oh no, there was no supernatural stuff here.
There weren't no zombies. I was gonna say, it's not really until Zombie Island where you actually get Scooby-Doo back.
Well, the thing with 13 Ghosts is that it goes this whole thing of there's nothing supernatural here, and then at the end, it turns out there was.
Well, there were supernatural things in some of the episodes, like actually around the time Scrappy showed up. Like the Halloween episode literally just had straight up monsters. There were a couple other ones too, but like that's just one that I think off the top of my head.
Anyway, to circle it back round, guess who is in Witch's Ghost? Yes, it's Tim Curry. He was in everything at the time.
Yep,
Of course,
he was the main antagonist.
Well, he was the descendant of the main antagonist.
He was also in Captain Planet.
Once again, in everything. Ferngully, yep.
Yep, main antagonist of
It's kinda
Ferngully.
It's kind of like how for a time Yuri Lowenthal, if there's any like anime or game production, Yuri Lowenthal will be there.
There was a time
For
where
a while,
that was Steve Blum. It's like, oh, yep, Steve Blum's gonna be
For
here.
a while, he was just tying people up and like taking their place in the booth.
Yeah, he just stuck into boots. Nobody even hired him. He'd just be there. And yeah, Steve Blum would show up in like in everything. But then I guess they got old, or in Yuri Lowenthal's case, he got like a prestige role playing Spider-Man, so that basically makes him like unavailable for small stuff.
Yeah, I think they just got too expensive. To the point where they couldn't afford to. It's like Troy Baker. He got to the point where he couldn't afford to do random trash roles anymore. Or rather, people couldn't afford to hire him for the price that the Screen Actors Guild insisted he be priced at, because they don't like the idea of people being paid less than they're worth, because it means their billionaires might make less money.
Yeah, we should
It's kind of
take them
like
all.
like how Robin Williams wanted to be in that redub of Evo
Yeah.
when he was still alive.
Yeah, he
But he
wanted to be
just-
in the read of it.
But like
And
they're
they
just
said
like, there's
no.
no way we can.
They said, yeah, this isn't SAG approved. And he goes, well, what if I just use an alias like some other guys? And they're like, there's absolutely no way you could possibly do this with an alias and have people not realize it was you.
Just never admit it. Just say, it wasn't me. I don't know who that is. I met him.
Sounds like me though. That's weird.
I remember one show had like they had a guy who did an obvious Rocky parody, and they were contacted by whoever owns the Rocky franchise, being like, Sylvester Stallone is contracted to only do Rocky movies during this period, so you can't use his voice. And they're like, that wasn't him. It was just a sound-alike. We couldn't possibly afford Sylvester Stallone. And they were like, oh, well, you still can't use his voice because we have the rights to that. So they were just like, oh, okay. So they had to redub it as a different character. But that's the kind of stuff they do. Like, even if he's okay with it, and even if he doesn't admit it, there's a chance people will be like, "Hey, this sounds like our guy. We know it's him."
Yeah, well, there's also a chance that people will just send a bunch of ghoulish AI videos to his daughter anyway. So.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, I heard about that with Zelda. And she's just like, asking him to please fucking stop.
Yeah. AI was a mistake. I hope people.
Yeah.
I hope it crashes and burns and dies.
It will.
Yeah, but I want it to happen now.
Give it a few years. Give it a few years, and then we can just make AI holodecks.
I want to crash this ship with no survivors. I mean, in a few years, if we find climate change will fucking kill us all, so it won't matter.
Yeah, but at least we can have our holodecks. Have our AR-controlled holodecks, and we can recreate characters, and we can reprogram the simulation to make them, just like in that episode of Star Trek Voyager.
It is kind of interesting, though, that that episode, the first, introductory episode to Barclay from TNG, is taken a whole new context because of the advent of AI and deepfakes.
So it's just gonna be like Ready Player One, where eventually, one company is just gonna own everything.
I wonder which
and you
company
can
will
generate
make it.
whatever you want.
I wonder which company will reach the top.
Probably Microsoft.
Because Paramount's threatening.
No.
Paramount's threatening to buy Warner.
I don't know if it's gonna be Microsoft with the AI thing right now, because they're losing so much money on that.
Yeah, because investment costs are only going, or the money needed that they need to invest to do anything is only going to keep increasing.
Man, just off topic, but man, imagine you're this last of these mythical water dragons, and you get beat up by a cat on a motorcycle.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
At that point, maybe the race does deserve to die.
Yeah. So I didn't go back to do the final ending stuff, so I don't think I fight the actual true final boss, but that's okay. I don't even really like the final boss. The final boss anyway.
Finally, final boss.
Oh, yep, you do not. Because this scene doesn't play typically until after.
By the collective efforts of our three kingdoms.
I actually have not seen this ending before, because I always did the true ending. But I don't really like that last boss anyway, and it would be so much longer to take that on.
Fades into the
and I didn't really feel like doing that on stream right now.
I cannot help but dwell on the unsettling truth that has been revealed to us.
What you're saying is we should go and watch the true ending on YouTube.
No, I'm saying you should buy this video game.
Oh.
And play this video game because it's a good video game.
So you were in cahoots with the people that made this the whole time. I see what you were doing. This is all just a fancy advertisement.
For conspiracy to silence an entire world. Will an act of forgiveness?
Wait a second.
You want to see the ending of the game?
Or
Buy it.
will it buckle?
Play the video game.
Those unwilling to change. Perhaps there is no perfect answer.
No, I don't think I will.
I feel it is my duty to pursue an outcome that I believe would break the cycle of conflict that has consumed our world for generations.
But yeah, the true final boss is
atrocities
and like
of
it's
our
like a
past should
two-stage.
never
I think it's
be
like a stage or two, and then
But neither
a true final
should they
boss.
be
Which
repeated.
I don't like as much as Murga as a final boss. Murga is so much fun as a final boss, and so like I'm okay with ending it here with the stream through of this. I might on my own for the fuck of it just get all this shit and play it on my own again because I'm a psychopath, but I'm pretty good with that. Oh yeah, I forgot Morgan Berry's also in this in terms of people that have names that you might know. And like like I said, Dawn Bennett got her start like I think like in indie games, and like one of her early roles was in the first Freedom Planet. Yep, there's Chris Sabat. Lindsay Jones.
What's up, Chris?
Lindsay Jones.
Yep, she not the nostalgia critic one.
No, I was thinking.
That's Lindsay Ellis.
Yeah,
No, the Rooster Teeth person.
yeah,
That's her.
yep. Maria Salanti.
No, I didn't know.
Alejandro Saab is also in this because this also the first Freedom Planet was one of his early roles. Sean Chipok as well. In fact, he's in here twice. Victoria Vadi, or VD, I'm probably saying that wrong. I like they have the credits for all of the Battlesphere audience sounds, for like the people just making like crowd noises.
I'll start somewhere.
Yeah. If someone said, hey, can you just make noises to be a guy in the audience, I'd be like, yeah, sure.
You be that guy.
Kind of like sometimes I'll like watch something where someone just like all they do is make weird noises into the microphone for the game, and I'm like, damn, I want to do that. Let me be the guy who just makes weird noises into the microphone. I'll do it.
He will.
But yeah, I
I've
actually
seen him do it
wasn't sure
before.
what all you would miss out on for not doing the full thing, so this is also kind of interesting for me. So yeah, you miss out on like one final level that I'm not really a fan of, and you miss out on a boss fight that I'm like mixed on. The Murga boss fight is really good, so I actually kind of, yeah, like I said, I think that this is better for what we're doing here. Oh god, there's a scary one in the special thanks. This will date this game. Gerard the Completionist.
Oh.
Oh.
Is he still alive? I mean, I know he's alive, but is he still a thing?
I don't
Or
know.
did he like full quit? Did he full quit?
I don't know. I actually do not know. I haven't really paid
So I'm
attention.
trying to work out if like stealing from charity is like
Wait,
is like
Freedom Planet. This is Freedom Planet 2, right?
Yes.
yeah.
That only came out 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it
this
was
game's
still
been in development for
before-
7 years as well.
Oh,
It was still
I was gonna say.
before like Gerard got outed as
It's either before
Thief.
or like just around the time where it was releasing. Like, I think it was like I released like just before it happened.
I was gonna say this game isn't that old. It only came out 3 years ago.
Yeah, its development was long, and the Gerard thing I think happened like after this game came out.
it was like last year or the year before.
And they've never really patched
Some-
credits before in these games, because like, so the producer of both of the games, like one like the lead designer, she came out as trans between like the first game and the second game, and like she never like went back and edited the credits of the first game. Like it's still like their old name is still in there.
Fair enough.
See, this isn't like Japan, where it's like if you're caught doing drugs, they will immediately decredit you from the game and have you removed from the game and replaced within a week.
Yeah, but Gerard didn't do drugs. He just stole from charity, so probably.
Oh
wouldn't.
yeah, well it's okay then. Something wrong
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
It's not drugs.
Come on, like yeah, like who hadn't stolen from a charity at least 7 times?
I mean, really, you know, he gathered that money, so in essence he'd just be stealing from himself,
Yeah.
using his dead mother to promote it.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was-
one of those
that was
things
fun
where
to
it's just like,
revisit.
for a second I was like, it was fun to revisit.
Oh, the
that
game.
time, Gerard, like,
the game.
promoting his mother to
Because
help
God's game
people.
is still really good, and honestly, part of me kind of wishes I did during the week go through and unlock that to do the final bit, but at the same time, I was playing a lot of Digimon and also Crossworld, and then also work, and, you know, adult shit I had to take care of, so I didn't really have the time, and it's fine.
Time to leave.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing next week. I don't know yet. I'll have to think of something. I don't want anything big, because I want to still keep the slot open for a really stupid thing for December that'll possibly take up the whole month of December. So I gotta look and see what I want to play that's shorter again. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Or I won't. Maybe I'll die.
Same back times, same back channel.
Unless it's not. Okay, now it's time to leave.